everyone, welcome to my life.
I'm Ira. I love to dance. I love to sing. I love dressing up and pretend like a model. I love makeups. I love to cook. I love living my life to the fullest. And most of all, I love to laugh a lot. Welcome to my life.
I am very sorry for being so inactive in my YouTube channel. I really can't insert in making YouTube videos because I'm very busy with my private life, with my work, with my kid. Yeah, it's back to normal. I think everyone knows. Even though I'm not active in making YouTube videos, I want you to know that I am still reading your comments from time to time, though not consistent, but I am reading your comments from time to time, and I am very thankful and very grateful because some of you are still staying and still watching my videos again and again. And as I was reading your comments in my videos, I have noticed that some of you, or I think a lot of you, are requesting me or asking me to give you idea or to make a video on what did we do when we make our friends to come over here in Japan, and how did we invite our friend to come over here in Japan. I will be granting your request. I will be making that video now, and there will be a plus also because my mom, if you guys don't know, my mom is with me now in Japan. She's here already for a month and she will be staying for 3 months. I'll also be sharing it with you since the requirements have no big difference. I'll be sharing with you the requirements on inviting a friend and inviting a relative or a family member to come here in Japan. So let's go over now with the requirements. I have here a copy, so I will be accurate. I won't give you wrong information, but don't worry because I will be pasting these screenshots in around here, so you can also read it on your end with your own pace. When I say applicant, it's the person that will be invited. Okay, so in our case, the applicant is Shaila and my mom. Okay. And when I say guarantor, it's the person who invites the applicant. So in our case, the guarantor is my Japanese husband. So I think that's clear. So let's start. It's written here that the documents that will be submitted should be in A4 size. So please be careful and don't staple. Okay? So requirement number 1, Philippine passport. Philippine passport should be complied by the applicant, of course. Number 2, visa application form. Visa application form is a form that can be downloaded from the agency's website. Or you can also go directly to the agency's office, get a hard copy of that paper, and then fill it out yourself. The visa application form is a form wherein you write there your private information, the applicant. Okay, this should be complied by the applicant. The applicant's private information and important details that the embassy will be checking during the process. So yeah, you heard me right. We used an agency in processing the Japanese visa because it's less hassle and it's also very smooth and trustworthy. Yeah, trusted, proven and tested. This agency is good and also fast. Yes, it only took us 2 weeks to 14 days to wait for us to get the result of the Japanese visa. And how did we get the result? We will be called, or we will be receiving a message. We will receive a message from the agency saying that please come over here to get your passport, and then when you get there, that's the time that you will know the result if you passed or if your visa has been denied. Yeah, so I have 2 agencies that I know that are trusted and proven by us. Number 1 is the Friendship Tours. Since we are in Cebu City, the Friendship Tours is located in Oak Ridge, Mandaue, AS Fortuna. And the second one, Attic. It's written, it's located in SM Cebu City. I think it's on the 4th floor. Yeah, so you can choose between those two agencies that I have mentioned, but any of those are very trusted and proven. Yeah, proven and tested, trustworthy, can be trusted. Yeah. Okay, so number 3, a photo. It should be in 4.5 centimeters by 3.5 centimeter in size with white background. Number 4, birth certificate of the applicant. It must be issued within 1 year from PSA main office. So it should be once you submit the paper, it should be within 1 year since you got that paper, or since the paper is released from the PSA. And number 5, marriage certificate if the applicant is married. Number 6, daily schedule in Japan, or Taizai Yotehyo in Japanese. So this paper is downloadable. You can get this paper from the agency's website. You can print it yourself and then have it filled out. Okay, so what is Taizai Yotehyo, or the daily schedule in Japan? It's something like an itinerary wherein you write in that paper of, on this day, where will you be, where will you stay, where will you go for a tour, and in case of emergency, who will be the contact person. So it's something like that. I will paste an example of the photo, or I will paste a photo of the document we submitted, so you will have a guide. Okay, so in our end, since it's easier for us on our side, my husband and I's side, to have this paper, so we made it ourselves. We downloaded, we filled out, we printed, and then we sent it to the Philippines. But if the applicant wants to do it on her or his end, then that's also okay. So next, 7, proof of relationship. It's proof of relationship such as pictures or screenshots of the conversation between the applicant and the guarantor. Yes, it's something like a proof if you really are friends, or if you really has a connection with the guarantor, of why is the guarantor like inviting you, something like that. In my case, with my mom's one, it's very easy because we are family, and when we go back to the Philippines, we always take pictures. We always have a conversation. My husband and my mom always have a conversation, so it was easier for us to have this kind of requirement. But for Shaila's end, since she also brought her husband with her when she came over here, what we did was we printed a picture of me and Shaila during our college days, and then a picture of me and my husband. So it's like my husband beside the paper where we had that picture printed in, my husband wrote there that I am his wife, and that he is inviting his wife's friend to come over in Japan. So it's something like I am a mutual of between the two of them. Yeah, it's something like that, just to prove that they really has a connection somehow. So, and we also stated there that since we will be inviting my friend, if it's possible for her to bring her husband with her so they can enjoy Japan together as a couple, then please do it. And they also printed a picture of them. So yeah, I'll be pasting it here so you can see the photos or the documents that we passed. But yeah, that's how we proved our relationship to the Japanese embassy. So they will believe that we really are not strangers. Okay, we are not strangers. We really has a connection, and we really are friends. So I hope that's clear. 8, invitation letter from guarantor in Japan. Okay, so invitation letter, this is something like a paper where we stated there, it's something like a letter explaining to the Japanese embassy that we would like to invite this person with your reason, and for how many days do you want that person to stay, and yeah, something like that. It's so easy. It's just like you're making a letter to your office or to a friend, something like that, asking permission for something like asking for a permission to bring that someone over here because of this and that. 9, residence certificate or the juminhyo. This paper will be complied by the guarantor or by the person who will invite the applicant. Okay, so where will he or she get this paper? This paper can be obtained in the Japanese koyakusho or city hall in English. Yes, and it should be valid for 3 months. It should be inside 3 months when we process the Japanese visa. When we submit that paper and during the processing time, it should be inside that 3 months, or else you have to get another paper for it to be valid during the processing time. Number 10 and 11, bank certificate and income tax return. If you, the applicant, will shoulder your own expenses, then you will need to have the 10 and 11 requirements. Okay, I will be showing it to you so you can read what's that number 10 and 11 requirement. But for our end, since we didn't have this one, it's the guarantor or my husband who will provide the money, expenses, something like that to the applicant. So we moved to number 12 and 13 requirements. So what's number 12? Number 12 requirement is a guarantee letter. This guarantee letter is a form that can be downloaded from the agency. So you'll find there, I will paste the website on the description box below so you can click it. You can just find a lot of forms that can be downloaded and then have it printed and fill it out. Yeah, so here, this number 12 guarantee letter is from the guarantor, okay? Not from the applicant, it's from the guarantor. Number 13, income certificate, or what we call the shotoko shomesho in Japanese, that can be obtained from the city hall, or noze shomesho in Japanese. In English, tax return certificates with gross income from the tax office. Or third, kakutei shinkoku hikai, or bank certificate, which they call as the yukin zandaka shomesho. So I know a lot of you are saying, huh? What's that? I have no idea too, but once you tell it to the Japanese guarantor, they will know what are those papers. So between the among the 3 things that I have mentioned in the number 13 requirement, you only need to choose one of which paper you will submit. This requirement is a proof that the guarantor really has that much money, enough money to provide or to be responsible for the applicant's expenses once something happens here in Japan. Only those are the requirements for inviting a friend and a family here in Japan. But for a family member, there is +1 requirement, okay? For a friend, only those that I have mentioned. But for a family member or for a relative to come over here in Japan, those requirements that I have mentioned +1, the kosekitohon. So if inviting a friend has 13 requirements, then the family member has 14 requirements that needs to be complied. +1 is that kosekitohon. What is a kosekitohon? A paper that has a family tree of the guarantor in Japan. So in my husband's case, he has that paper wherein his name is written, where is he living, and who are his family members. So under that, there will be my name and my son's name and all that. That paper is a must because they really need to prove if the guarantor and the applicant really has a connection with each other, if they really has a family connection. I think that's clear. And about the fee, we spent 2,000 pesos, almost 2,000 pesos. It's not above 2,000 pesos. As far as I can remember, it's below 2,000 pesos each. I hope you guys have a good day, and please like and share this video. So See you next time. I hope you still not give up on me and please keep waiting. Mwah.